Welcome to the long-awaited Godslayer V5 progression. This is what I think is by far the best boss killer build in the game if you can master it. There will be a showcase at the same time as this progression on how to actually prog the build and get into the specifics, but this will just show you what I did to max out the build and how I even learned it. Also, just to preface something, this build was progressed before the bleed nerf was a thing. However, that doesn't mean it can't one-cycle grip chaser, as I put myself under the restrictions of no crazy slots, which is 25% damage, and I did not build any chain of perfection stacks, which could have doubled my damage. So yeah, this build is just that strong, it didn't need either of those to one-cycle grip chaser. Anyways, enough of me rambling, make sure you enjoy, like, subscribe, join the Discord for the build, and let's get into the progression. So we're going to be spawning in with the Vow of Thorns modifier, just because of the passive loot skipper, as well as the XP increase. Plus, we're going to be spawning in with no points invested. Alright, here we are in the depths, let's officially start the progression. So the first thing I'm going to go do is get some starting stuff from my bank. Mainly a Providence Thorns battle axe in order to deal damage on parry, and some miscellaneous rings, just to give me some stats right off the bat. There's my battle axe, and I should have a few rings down here. I won't be able to equip everything immediately just because of power requirements, but I'll be able to equip some stuff. Right, let's equip this ring, and unfortunately the rest of the stuff in our inventory has power requirements. Anyways, let me equip this battle axe, and we're gonna take out some more notes just so we can buy training equipment. The start of this progression is going to be fairly grindy because we need to spam the Gale training item in order to get all the way to 60 Gale. That's gonna take a bit, but Vow of Thorns is going to make it faster. After that, we just spam the self-conducting loop to get to 50 Thunderclaw. Anyways, let's go get some XP. Alright, so I managed to lure a Broodlord back to Castle of Light. Very lucky that I didn't die. Anyways, I'm just gonna let the divers deal with that while I spam the Yell Katana. I killed a few jellyfish earlier. Alright, yep, that was a pretty fast power. Unfortunately, I started recording too late, but let's go talk to our favorite NPC of this progression, the Mystic. It's very important that you're using her throughout your progression, just because it's gonna make getting the cards that you need a lot easier. We're also gonna be wanting to take or burn a lot of extra rares in this progression, simply because getting them out of the pool early will make our final power-ups before Shrine of Order very easy. Right, we'll take the Mystery Mantra. Gale Punch, while not the best mantra, will help give us some good early game damage. Anyways, let's keep training Gale. Alright, I needed some XP, so here's a crab for us to fight. I probably won't be able to kill this thing right now, just because I'm fairly low power. Worst case though, I'll just lure it back to the divers and let them kill it for me. I will be able to get some decent Gale Punch training XP off this crab that'll hopefully help getting a 60 Gale faster. I just need to be careful to not let this thing grip me. Gale Punch, and we'll try to get some decent damage off. I'm still not amazing at dealing with its attacks. I've just got to watch out for the grab. That's the big one that usually gets me. Alright, I'm at a bar. I probably shouldn't risk it. I'm gonna go heal up, and then afterwards I'll lure the divers back to help aggro the crab. Alright, I'm pretty much full HP again. Unfortunately, even if I running attack the guards, I don't get them close enough to the crab. So I'm gonna try to lure those jellyfish backwards in order to get the divers significantly closer and hopefully within aggro range. Alright, the jellyfish should aggro the divers right about now. Perfect. Let me just help this diver. I'll kill the jellyfish faster. A running attack, get them closer, and hopefully the divers should aggro on the crab. Alright, perfect. They'll take the aggro of all the attacks. This way I'll just be able to focus on damaging the crab. It'll make killing it significantly faster and save me a lot of time. This thing's probably already close to death though, just because I damaged it a fair amount earlier. Alright, there we go. Pretty fast kill. I'll luckily have a fair amount of Gale training XP right now. I don't know if I'll be able to get to 60 Gale, but we'll see. I mean, Vow of Thorns is incredibly broken for XP, so hey, maybe we will be able to get to 60. At minimum though, we should be able to power up right now. Alright, few more uses of the Gale Katana. 50 Gale Breath, very good. We can get our 3-star mantras now. Ooh, okay, very stacked hand. We're at the point where we're getting a lot of the Gale cards we need. I think I'll just end up taking Aftercut here for more damage on our Gale Mantras. Then it's either Inhale or Blood Iron Spirit. We'll probably get Blood Iron at some point in the future, so there's no real need to take it right now. Alright, Meteor event is happening right outside Castle of Light. This is going to be a good opportunity to try to lure something to the divers and get a lot of XP at once. Oh, King Thresher, and it's Shadow Attuned. Alright, I don't want to risk fighting it, but I do need to get it close enough to the divers that it's actually aggroed. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, that thing does a lot of damage to us. It's a good thing the divers are here. Jesus, yeah, almost a bar from the breath attack. That's crazy. Okay, let me heal up while the divers deal with that. Okay, it's been a few minutes and the divers are fairly slow at killing it. I'm gonna try to help them. They're all absolute health sponges, but they don't do much damage. Also, that was a very juicy Gale Punch. I managed to hit all the divers and the King Thresher, so I get a ton of XP. But it unfortunately looks like the King Thresher fell off. Hopefully I got kill credit for that and the Meteor chest spawns. We maxed out our Gale Breath. I believe there's an Alpha Shaco out here, so let me just aggro that, and I should be able to get the 60 Gale off it. These things are much easier than King Threshers to fight, so I should be able to kill it and get a good chunk of XP. Here we go, posture broken, and my Gale Breath has potential. That probably means I can get the 60 Gale already. Perfect. Oh, it looks like the Meteor chest actually spawned. Alright, that's going to be a very good chunk of XP, seeing as I'm at power 3. Alright, nothing too interesting here, although I will take the Ring of Curses. That's pretty good for progressing, since it makes more monsters spawn on you. I mean, maybe. It could be bugged and we just never know. Anyways, that's 60 Gale Breath, so now all we've got to do is start training our Thunder Call in order to get to 50. What we've also got to do is try and get Wind Passage in our next mantra hand. It's a very important mobility mantra for the build, and I don't want to miss it. Okay, so there we go. We powered up from Lightning. Now I've got to make sure to use the Mystic to guarantee 3-star mantras, which should be Wind. Maestro's Blade, Blood Iron Spirit. Very good, but I'll take Maestro's Blade just because it stacks well with Aftercut. Fishman, might as well. Take a rare out of the pool, and Wind Passage, perfect. That's a good mobility mantra, and one of the only pre-shrine mantras we need. Okay, about to power up again, there we go. This time around, I'm going to use the Mystic in order to get Raging Static. So we start off with Static Withdraw, and then I'll take Blood Iron Spirit, might as well. It's been frozen for a little while. Then finally, Scuba Drowner. That's 2 rares that we've taken out of the pool of rares in this 1 power. And we're about to power up yet again. This time around, I can get Raging Static, so I want to make sure I use the Mystic for that. The prompt is self-starter, I believe. Let's see. Jump start, perfect. There's also Surge Path here. I'm still unsure if I want to get Surge. It is a little more damage, but it's also more talents I'll have to get pre-shrine. I don't know, let me just burn one of the useless Gale cards and get Jump Start. And Raging Static, perfect. That is 20% more M1 damage. Astral Wind, I might as well take it. It's a 3-star that I can't get post-shrine, and I can always reroll it if I don't want it. Okay, so now I have maxed out our Thunder Call. I'm going to lock all of our stats, and the next step is actually to get to 40. The next step is to get the 40 willpower on the build. This will just let us get stuff like Auto Scream. The good thing about willpower though is it's very easy for me to train. Let me just guarantee 3-star Lightning because we need to get Lightning Cloak and Spark Swap on this build. Should be able to power up right here. Perfect. That's probably thanks to the Meteor event we did a little earlier. Anyways, Discovery of Fire is a pretty good quality of life card, just because it replaces the need for Flint. And you know what, I'll take Surge. It's the best thing in that tree, and it is more damage at the end of the day. Then I'll take Closed Circuit. Finally, some more Song Chant. Alright, back to training willpower. I actually decided to stop at 20 over 40, just so we could get the requirements for Charge Return earlier. Let's pick up Haunted Gale. Then I'll probably end up picking Old Habits Die Hard. Yep, okay, 3-star Lightning guaranteed. Let's pick up Old Habits Die Hard. I don't want Spectre Path on this build, just because it's a lot of talents and doesn't really do anything for me. Anyways, Lightning Cloak, perfect. Now we just need Spark Swap, and that's all the mantras. Alright, I've finished getting to 15 Strength, and now we're just going to power up with Willpower. Well, that's a lot of good cards. Charge Return, Giant Slayer, and Carnivore. I'm just going to freeze Giant Slayer and take Charge Return. And then here I'll just take Giant Slayer, since there's nothing else good in that tree. Finally, I'll just take Spark Swap here. And that's all the mantras that we need pre-shrine. We got them all really early, which is good. Anyways, back to training willpower. Okay, so I needed more XP, let's go kill this lionfish. Posture broken. Alright, and lionfish dead. Check its loot, and that should be the last of the XP we need. I'm gonna level up willpower until we are 1 point off powering up, because we do not want to reach power 10 yet, otherwise we'll ruin the whole build. Anyways, let's go kill this corrupt Sharkro for a little bit more XP. And my Q key is broken. At least my F key isn't. Anyways, let's lay waste to it with my Gale Mantras. These things are very nice for progressing, just because they give me a lot of good early game damage. There we go, Sharkro dead, and now we're going to escape to the surface. I'll take some idols out of my bank, and we'll go do that. There is a whole lot of stuff that we need to do on the surface, so this is going to be where we spend a lot of our time in this progression. Alright, now that we are in chapter 2 of our progression, what we need to do is essentially get the 3 extra talent hand quests in the overworld. I'll leave a video linked in the description if you need to know what they are. The next thing we need to do is unlock Frostdraw and Flame Charm from their respective attunement trainers. Since we need them both post-shrine, we need to get them right now. And the final thing, which is the big thing, is we need to kill Kaido. A lot of people have issues with it, but I'll show you how I managed to kill him so easily in this progression. But while I do that, I'll give you all a little bit of a story time. Not about V5, but how I actually came up with Godslayer V1, and how the Godslayers have progressed as a whole. So I'd actually made a bunch of PVEs before the original Godslayer was uploaded. I believe it was about my 6th slot that was a PVE, but I got the original inspiration for the build from Nari. Well, more specifically, I got the Frostdraw aspect from him, mainly because I saw how good Warden's Blades was, and I wanted Ice Skates in Layer 2. And then I got the Inhale aspect from Venusaur, since I saw him use it on a bunch of his builds, and I thought Gale might be really nice to try out. And well, as you can tell, I'm still using Gale and Frostdraw to this day. But yeah, if it wasn't for either of those people, I wouldn't have actually made the original Godslayer V1, which, I mean, looking back on it, that build is nowhere near as good as what I could have made today, even with all the old stuff back then. It was still the start of the Godslayer series, and I thought it was pretty good. But from there, what happened was I just improved the stats to get to version 2. Then Super ended up making a progression video with my PvE build, where he actually optimized it a little bit more to get Exoskeleton, which, since I was at the time a very small content creator, was a huge boost to my confidence. Then I just improved his build a little more to make version 3 of the Godslayer, made version 4, and after way too many prototypes, I made V5. For reference, this is version 11 of the 2nd series of prototypes I've made for V5. Anyways, enough story time, let's do the final power of this build. I'm after 2 red talents, Neuroplasticity, which is right there, and then I'm also after Silence's Blade. If I don't get them now, then I'm not going to be able to progress this build properly. And Silence's Blade, very nice. I also burnt Spectre Path because I decided I'm not going to take it. Here, I think I might take Catalyst Strike just because it's the final Surge card I need. Then I'll take Last Resort, might as well. That's 10% more damage in case I really need it. Here I can just take Carnivore since there isn't anything else that I need. Then I can just take Breathing Exercises. It's plus 5 HP, so I might as well. Since there's no more mantras we need either, I can roll 2 here. And if I'm lucky, that should be everything we need pre-shrine minus 1 card that we're gonna go get right now. Minus 1 card that we're gonna go get in a minute. So first, I want to go check on this quest talent. If you don't know, this is the Wind Waker quest, quest. Essentially, it allows you to propel your boat faster by using an item in your inventory. It's really annoying to get, but I can only get it pre-shrine, so I've just gotta hope that we don't mess it up. Let's start off by selling a bunch of wood to Etria. This will just give us good rep and allow us to actually start the quest. And this should be the last little bit of wood that we need to sell. There we go. Alright, we'll go check our reputation, and we are friends with Etria. Okay, let's go back to the quest NPC, and now we should be able to start the quest. There we go. It's a very annoying quest to do, so I'm going to server hop and kill Neve for Frostdraw. A few minutes later, and I have all the frigid prisms I need. Now let's get the glass blood item. I won't drink it immediately, but now I need to get Flame Charm. So I've just sailed over to the Eastern Luminant and transferred over some Dying Embers to unlock it. Right here is the trainer, and he should give me the Heart Blood. There we go. We won't drink this just before we're about to Shrine of Water. I was heading over to Boatman's to kill Kaido, but there is a Kaido spawner right there. I'm not ready to fight Kaido right now, but it seems he didn't spawn in, luckily. Okay, I've hop slots. Now I'm just gonna spawn Kaido on my Gale build and try to weaken him a bit. Then I'm gonna hop back to V5 and actually kill him. Alright, there's also another guy here that I think wants to help kill Kaido. As long as he doesn't kill him before I get back, we'll be good. Hey, let me just get up here and we'll hop slots. Okay, back on V5, and it doesn't look like this Kaido. Please tell me this man didn't kill him. Yes! Bro! What? Oh, alright, we're good, we're good. Kaido is still alive. I was gonna get really annoyed at that man for a second, but Kaido's here, so I'll just get a little bit of damage off and try to climb up before he hits me. This fight might take a few minutes, but I'm gonna let this man try to damage Kaido, since his M1s deal a lot more damage than mine. Okay, now there is 2 people here, so in theory Kaido should die faster, and we should be able to get our auto. Alright, something's gone a little bit wrong. Someone is on top of that pillar over there, and now Kaido is aggroed on him. This means we're not getting off any damage. You know what, I'm just gonna risk it, and I might try and aggro Kaido. Actually, never mind, this guy is going in with his build. I think this might be some sort of Diluvian Iron Sing build, but he should still be able to get decent damage against Kaido. What? Kaido's flying? I mean, I knew the Eden kites could fly, but... Alright, so Kaido just died, and we should be about to get auto. The fight took a little bit, but huge thank you to these 2 guys for helping me. Alright, I'll just wait up here, and the orb should be here any second. Oh, there we go, there's the orb, and there is our auto. See, that wasn't too hard. Just hop slots, spawn Kaido, and you might get lucky and people help you. Anyways, huge thank you to these 2 yet again. Now we just need to head over to Fort Merit and get our auto scream. Here we are. Before we do that, we need to invest 2 points into willpower to actually have the requirements to roll it. So let me do that now. There we go. Alright, let's head over to Shrine of Chance, place guild base, and use the Mystic to actually guarantee auto scream from a roll. Since we'll have just enough knowledge in order to Shrine of Chance once, and then Shrine of Order. The dialogue should end in own frequency. There we go. Okay, now we should have auto scream guaranteed if I go use the Shrine of Chance. If not, then we're gonna be in some trouble. I agree, we'll reroll Savior, and it should be our, first card. We have auto scream now. I'm just gonna check all our talents before we Shrine of Order. Alright, after checking, we are 100% perfect and have everything that we need. Alright, let's leave Fort Merit and go wrap up everything else we need to do. I'm actually gonna level up my lightning mantras. Do not do this, I just want to prove that Shrine of Order lowers your mantra levels back down. Let's also get the family recipe while we're still in Eastern Luminant. It'll just require me to kill these mud skipper guys. There's also a neat tech with Discovery of Fire where you can light bodies on fire with it. I didn't actually know this till recently. There we go, they're both dead. I'll just M1 them while I wait for the cooldown. Alright, this should hopefully be the last group of mine skippers. Alright, there's one stuck against the wall, we'll kill him. And then I'll Discovery of Fire the group. Alright, let me just check. Oh, okay, never mind, there is 2 more. Okay, I cannot parry right now. I'm in Florida servers, so my ping is horrible. But there we go. I swear I saw one up there a second ago, but he's not here anymore. Anyways, we'll grab both of these through and get the family recipe card. And let me just check. Huh, weird. I'll check back the recording, but I swear there was another mine skipper. Anyways, family recipe. This will just let us get pocket bombs post shrine, which is 5 extra HP. Let's check on the Windwalker quest, and yep, we do not have enough to get it. I'm not gonna bother, it rarely affects us and it's an annoying quest. But I'm also gonna level up Gale Mantras. Again, do not do this. I'm just proving a point that my mantras do not stay as level 4 post shrine. A lot of people seem to think they do. With that out of the way, there's not much left but to Shrine of Order. I tried sailing for 10 minutes and didn't get Wind Waker, so I'm just gonna skip it. Anyways, we're at Shrine of Order and we just need to get to 1 Fortitude, 1 Agility, lock both of those, get our heavy weapon point, there we go, and then we just need to drink our Glass Blood and Heart Blood. This will unlock both the achievements that we need to Shrine of Order, and ideally off shrine we want to try to get the Glutton Floor. If not, we can always reroll it. 19 and everything, that is what we're looking for. Let's agree, and there we go. Got the Squeamish Floor, not bad. We can deal with it. But yeah, that is the pre-shrine stuff completely done. Alright, so for now we're gonna head back to Depths and continue progressing. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is get the requirements for Conditioned Runner on this build. Just because it requires 3 cards and I want to get it fairly early. So let's use our ankle weights. There's 25 agility, we'll lock that. Now we just need to get to 25 fortitude. There we go, and a power up. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I think I'll freeze Speed Demon and take Kickoff here. Then there isn't anything good here, so I might as well just take Speed Demon. Let's see. No, we don't want risky moves at all. We'll take Grand Feast. Yeah. And then finally, just more proficiency. We want to get 6 at the end. And there is the 20 strength we also need for Spine Cutter. Let's get the rest of our stuff back to 20. There we go. Now I'll buy the Heart Gem. And we're going to start spamming it to train Flame. Alright, we just powered up from spamming Flame. 30 Flame Charm is all we're gonna get on the build. Let me just unequip Spark Swap. That way the support mantra slot is free and we can get Flame Wisp on the build. Guaranteed 2-star Flame with Mystic, and let's get lucky. Ooh, Endurance Runner, yep, I'll freeze Flame Within and take that. Flaming Flourish, that's another thing we really want. Nothing we need here, so I'll just take the Wisp. Oh, perfect, we got Flame Wisp. Alright, that's all the Flame Charm we need, so from here on out, it's just gonna be spamming Frost Draw. And there we go, power up from Frost Draw. Ooh, wait, Spine Cutter and Will-O-Wisp. I'll just take Spine Cutter now. It's a rare, so it's harder to get. Then I'll just take Will-O-Wisp here for the Wisp mantra slot. And then I'll take Thresher Claws for the free pen. And of course, more proficiency. Alright, well, back to spamming the Hemofrost. Alright, we are about to power up any second. Hopefully we end up getting a Frost Draw mantra soon, just to make this process a lot faster. There we go. We should get a Frost Draw mantra this hand. Ooh, freezing. Wait, yeah, we'll take that. A little bit more damage when Haunted Gale procs. Yeah, Flame Within. There wasn't really anything good there. Yes, Warden's Blades. Alright, we'll take that, and that should let us train our Frost Draw significantly faster. Alright, we got a Corrupt Gigamet on us, so we're going to lure it back to Castle, just so we can run if need be. Plus other stuff is spawning in, so I want to be very safe. Gonna run in, Uppercut, Warden's Blades, Astral Wind, Gale Punch. We're still not dealing a ton of damage at power 14, but we're at least dealing enough to be able to kill it. Uppercut again, Warden's Blades, block that, Astral Wind, and then Gale Punch. Okay, Lionfish there. I'm very lucky it hasn't aggroed on me. I also want to back up because we're getting kind of low. I should be able to kill the jellyfish it shoots out. Vent, and yep, timed it perfect. If you don't know, you can kill the jellyfish it spits out with a vent just because they have 1 HP. So Jesus, lag there. Block that. Never mind. And it's dead. Alright, let's start to take out the other stuff. This lionfish should die a lot quicker. Uppercut, Warden's Blades, use all our mantras. Yeah, it's definitely low already. Nice. Plus, you could also see it had a ton of status conditions on it that were stacking. Since it was on fire, it had chilling on it, and at the end it also had gale. Alright, Gigameds are annoying to kill, but apart from that, we're still shredding everything. Jesus, we killed that Gigamed so fast. I mean, I know the corrupt ones have more HP, but Jesus, took way longer to kill that. Alright, let's spam our Hemofrost after that, and we might be able to power up just because of how many Warden's Blades we landed against all those monsters. 2 points off being able to power up, but these Threshers should give us all the points we need. I'll land Warden's Blades, Astral Wind. Probably being a bit greedy here, I just need to be careful. Okay, you know, yeah, oh, okay, gotta run. Do not want them killing me. And passage back to castle. Okay, I'm definitely getting way too greedy here. They should be really close to death. Oh, alright, last results proccing. Okay, but luckily the divers aggroed them, so I'm safe. Alright, I'm gonna heal up immediately. Do not want to take my chances on wipe. So if I power up, I should get all my health back, and then I'll be able to fight the Threshers. There we go. Let me just try to kill them, then I'll pick my cards. The good thing is they're really close to death. There we go. Let's have a look. I'll take... might as well take a rare here. Yeah, just because I can roll it later. It's probably worth taking. Nothing's good here either. I'll just take Hungry Flames. It's Elemental Intensity and I can re-roll it later. And yeah, Cryosis. Elemental Intensity and the buff is actually pretty good. Alright, well, back to leveling up Frost Draw. Alright, we have 2 more Corrupt Threshers. I'm gonna try not to press my luck this time and get really close to death. Although, no promises. Gee, alright, never mind, that was pretty fast. It's a good thing the divers are here. These guys are really scaring me. Oh, okay, we're good this time. Okay, maybe I won't try to 2v1 Corrupt Threshers next time. I'll just leave the divers to kill it while I spam my Hemofrost some more. With this, we may get to 75 Frost Draw, which will mean we need to go to the surface and kill a boss to unbound it. And it looks like 75. Alright, this will be one of the final powers in the depths. I'm gonna make sure to Mystic this time around because I really need to try to get something like Ice Skates or Ice Cube. Pocket Bomb's perfect, plus 5 HP. It's either Frostbuster or Concussion. I'm just gonna take Frostbuster. Again, more elemental intensity is good. And then Ice Skate, perfect. That is our main mobility mantra now. Well, for layer 2 at least. Wind Passage is still gonna be the workhorse, but it also looks like we don't have any heavy weapon. Alright, well, to the overworld, and I'm gonna go do Ferryman. He's gonna be very good for us getting XP, especially late game. Okay, let's set up our campfires and go in. Because I'm a low power, I won't be dealing that much damage to him, so I'll need to be very careful to not die. As long as they don't get hit though, the fight should be pretty quick. Alright, here we are. Let's get through his dialogue and start. Luckily, I've done the fight so many times on my Gale build that I'm pretty used to fighting him now. Damn, I spoke too soon because I already got hit by him. It's fine though, as long as I keep using Warden's Blades and Astral Winds, I'll be fine. Warden's Blades, and then Astral Wind towards the end, perfect. The more times I hit him, the more my chain will build, and the more damage Ferryman takes. Since if you don't know, he has double chain, essentially meaning my chain counts twice. It's a really weird system, but it's very good, especially if you're a low power trying to kill him like I am. Hopefully the fight won't take too long, but the more I power up, the faster it'll get. Alright, well, we've lost our chain again. She did that. I really got hit at the last possible moment. Alright, we'll just have to deal with it. Warden's Blades again, and then we'll Gale Punch. Alright, this is phase 2 Ferryman. I can tell by the speed of his triple attack. That means he's somewhat close to death. Ooh, little lag. Okay, we didn't get hit. That could have ended very bad for us. Getting hit by a Grand Javelin at my power would deal a ton of damage. Okay, let's get up there and Warden's Blades, and then Astral Wind. Didn't have enough ether there to Gale Punch, but it's fine. He should hopefully be about to die. There we go, Frost Draw unbound. Okay, that Ferryman was a little slow, but it wasn't too bad. The good thing is, because of all the parrying we did, we'll have a ton of heavy weapon XP to level up with. So let's spam our Frost Draw one last time, just to get to 80. Then we'll start investing in heavy weapon. 1 more point. And there we go, 80 Frost Draw. That means we now have level 5 Frost Draw mantras. That's going to be very important for dealing a ton of damage damage to stuff like Chaser. Anyways, we might be able to power up here if we got lucky. 2 more points, 1 more point. Hey, let's go. I didn't actually expect for us to power up, but we did. Anyways, nothing's that good. I'll take the rare, I guess. Heavy hitter, more posture damage can't hurt. I guess we'll take Crystal here. It doesn't proc on Ferryman, but it's more damage to anything else. Alright, let's just farm him. Alright, next Ferryman down. Let's check the chest. Alright, nothing good, unfortunately. Let's just check how many points we got. Alright, and it appears we only got 11. It's okay though, because we're gonna be doing a lot more Ferryman. Checking all the chests, nothing too good. Might as well take the Blessed Gem, just so I don't have to transfer gems from another slot later. Anyways, this should be our power 18 ring. There we go. Let's see what we got. Crystal Shrapnel, yeah, it's not bad. It'll help fighting groups of monsters at least. And then I'll take Reclaim Blast, Elemental Intensity, and Elemental Resistance. And yeah, burn all 3 of these. We don't want any of them on the build. Alright, next Ferryman. We actually found a guy who hates me. Let's see what he says. His builds are mid? Why? I'm genuinely curious. Why does this guy think my builds are mid? I don't think he knows I'm Skipper Gripper. All of them? Why are they bad? Oh man, cause he misses talents on what? And he's attacking me? Bro, what a weirdo. What does he mean misses talents on purpose? It's a dungeon, so like I'm in no danger at all. This man got in my Ferryman. Started insulting me. What a weirdo. Like, I don't expect everyone to like me, but if you're gonna dislike me, you could at least pick a better reason than I miss talents on purpose. Like, there's so much stuff to pick out. You could have said, like, his builds are squishy, he's not good at the game, his voice is annoying, but like, come on, man. I don't know, he was probably just stalling for time so he could jump me. Like, what a weirdo. I mean, I'm bound to encounter people who try to steal my Ferryman every so often. Doesn't matter though, let's finish chopping wood for more campfires and head back in. Let's just craft up our campfires, place them all down, and light them up. Yeah, Discovery of Fire is such a nice quality of life item. Alright, I gotta lock in. I'm a little bit low for comfort. Hey, at least we're getting usage out of Last Resort. Oh. Alright, I was getting nervous for a second because I don't have a spare idol in my inventory, so I would have died and had to make my way back to castle. It's alright though, I've done so many Ferryman that I guess I'm just used to it. Alright, anyways, let's check our heavy weapon points. Alright, we got 10 points, but yep, that's the most we're gonna get on this build. Alright, that's just more Ferryman for me. Alright, next Ferryman. This should be enough to get us to power 19. Sadly, no really good drops so far, just some rings and gems. Alright, let's start powering up. Alright, there we go, power 19. They really need to buff heavy weapon gain. Let's see. Could take a rare hot potato, I guess. Yeah, hot potato. That's fine enough. Passive agility and elemental intensity. Then I'll just take Warrior's Swing here. Some more damage reduction while in hyper armor is always nice. Oh, and finally, ice cubes. Okay, we've been waiting for that for a bit. This should increase our damage by a little bit. Oh my god, it's always AFK! He's back! Wait. Leap Hopper? Oh, Leap Hopper. Wait a second. That's the... Oh yeah, I verified his Ogwelder speedrun. Yeah, you pinged me about it in the speedrun Discord. Damn, I guess he's grinding Ferryman too. He wants me to sign his Ogwelder suit. Well, if you're watching this, Leap Hopper, welcome to the video. Nope, didn't expect to see him here. Can't let recognizing someone stop me from the Ferryman grinder though. Alright, well, I'll probably see him in another server now that I've got him added. Get another Ferryman down, and it looks like we're still gonna get no good drops. Alright, we're at least gaining over half the XP we need. So hopefully we should be able to get to the next power soon. But yeah, they really need to buff the heavy weapon XP that you gain. It's so slow to level up in comparison to all the other stats. That's honestly why mage builds are so easy. Oh, yeah, we need Armbound. Well, I mean, we were doing Ferryman anyways, so it was pretty easy to do. But yeah, the main Armorer's Needle, nice. Okay, yeah, the main reason that mage builds are so fast to prog is just because you don't need to deal with heavy weapon taking forever. But this is gonna be our our power 20 mark. And there we go, final power of the progression. See, I want to take extra rares at this stage just because you can never have too many rares on a build and you can turn them into commons, but not vice versa. So I think I'll just take another rare here because there's not really anything good. I'm just going to take another rare, again, just for safety. And then finally, Orbital Ice. It's pretty much the best thing in this tree. And nothing I needed. Let's gamble on Mystery Combat. And hey, Frozen Servants, nice. Well, we got one mantra we needed. Okay, so I have a bunch of spare investment points from stuff, so let me just invest those, and that should max out our XP. Yeah, thank goodness for autodidact points. Saves me 2 Ferryman, which is about 5 minutes worth of time. Anyways, now that we're power 20, I'm gonna chuck on my main DVM arms, but we've got a big task ahead of us, because after power 20 on this build, there is still so much stuff to do. The first thing that we're gonna do now that we're not power 20 is unlock Iron Sing. So let me just craft some gold and get it. This is a very powerful upgrade for the build, since it'll allow us to eat gold to gain a 10% damage buff to our mantras. Keep in mind, you can do this upgrade on literally any build in the game. Now that that's done, let me just clip through here, and we're gonna go back down to layer 2 in order to get a bunch of the quest talents. Right, down we go. We're going to start by getting the Union Hook as well as Arc Water requirements, and then we'll get Etheron's Gaze. This is my first time actually touching layer 2 on this build, so let's see how it goes. Right, there's our Spark Swap, let's grab that, and let's start the run. Grab the key, Gale Leap off here, Wind Passage. We already have pretty decent mobility on this build, despite still missing some mantras. Right, here we are in front of Bone Keeper, so let's spawn him in and try to kill him. Keep in mind, we still are missing a ton of mantras on this build, so our damage isn't its highest, but we still deal pretty good amounts. Alright, now so what we have to do is turn the generator on, and then we have to go down to Ignition Union Base and talk to the NPCs there. Wind Passage, yeah, Wind Passage and Gale Leap are so convenient for traversing layer 2. I'll also give you a little tip to make your layer 2 runs a little faster. If you jump off where I just did, Ignition Union Base is right in this direction. As you can see, there's the wire from the generator, and there's the door to the base. Alright, now that we're here, we just need to claim the Union Hook talent, and this guy will also allow us to start the Arc Water quest. Alright, well, let's go do that. Alright, we are about to arrive to the entrance of cave. We've just got to be careful of bounders, since they will hurt us quite a bit. Give them heat, and now we just need to run from the bounders. That should be our Arc Water requirements. Now we're just going to jump down here and get to Spear. Right, I'm also going to kill the carbuncles when they spawn on us. Warden's Blades, crit, and yep, they're dead. This build already does a ton of damage. Alright, now I'll show you a fast way to get out of cave. So once you claim Spear, you drop down here, and boom, you're out. Okay, now I'm just going to head back to village. I could go through maze, but there's unfortunately bounders in front, and this way is just a lot safer and not much slower. Alright, here we are at Furfire. Now we'll just talk to the chief and claim Etheron's Gaze. Alright, that should be everything we need to do in layer 2, quest-wise. Now I guess we'll just make our way through Labyrinth and kill Chaser. Right, here we are, let's see how we do. This is the first Chaser on the build. I am going to be very rusty with this build at the moment, just because I'm not used to the new mantra layout, and haven't done Chaser in a while. If we're lucky, we might 3-cycle him, just because of a lot of missing stuff. For reference, our damage is probably only about half as high as it's going to be once I master the build fully. For example, that was an absolutely horrible Chaser cycle, and it still managed to down the ceiling. Opstatic Withdrawal, Flame Within, and then Chaser should come down. Gale Punch. Okay, this is already a little bit better. I don't think Chaser's gonna be dead here though. Right, yeah, this was an absolutely horrible Chaser fight. But as I'm probably gonna show you guys later, I get drastically better with this build. We're still gripping him early into the 3rd cycle, which is nice. Don't worry though, we've still got some more stuff to do, and very soon our damage is going to be over 3 times as high. Let's just grab the gems, because I am going to need those to modify my mantras. You can never seem to have enough blue gems on any build. Alright, out of the depths we go. We're going to go get the Arc Water Oath from Delta. Here we go, let's talk to them and... wait. Oh, wait, do you have to talk to the... oh, my bad. You have to talk to Alpha again after you save the new person. Regardless, we're just going to level up our ice mantras for now, since we can get them to level 5. And I'll worry about doing the rest of the requirements after. Let me just swap out a few mantras. We sadly don't have many mantra slots at the moment. Frozen Servants maxed and Ice Skates maxed. Almost. Let me just go sell some spare enchants, and I should have enough money to max it out. Alright, there we go. Enchants sold, and I'll just sell some spare umbral. Alright, this should be more than enough items sold. And there we go, level 5 ice skates. Okay, I did the rest of the requirements, and now we have Arc Water, the best PVE oath in the game. Alright, we're starting off with a completely black suit. Not bad, I'll change the color later. Let's just withdraw a few thousand notes so we don't have any more troubles with that in the future. And we are going to craft our Master Armor. Prophet's Cloak is the best thing for damage on this build, since it gives our mantras more pen. Alright, now comes the scary part. We are going to bell check. Don't worry, it may seem a little terrifying to be bell checking to monsters in the depths, but there's no way we wouldn't have Bell after the amount of Ferrymans we've done. Jellyfish, and there we go, we got Bell. For some reason the Bell sound effect isn't playing. It doesn't matter though. Didn't get anything good. Luckily we're at Young Shoals, so we can re-roll it for free. Alright, so I'm gonna re-roll my Bell now because we didn't get anything good. Powers displeased me, and still nothing good. Alright, well I guess we're gonna have to go to the surface and re-roll until we get crazy slots. Alright, let me just do the Death Escape trial. This is also Valflawn, so it's gonna be pretty hard. I'll equip my Arc Suit, and this will be a good way to stress test how good the build is. Oh, Corrupt Squibbo. Critical. Already posture broken, very nice. And it's dead. Oh, King Thresh is gonna be easy. Do not know how that hit me. And it's dead. Damn, that was really fast. Valflawn's trial is pretty damn easy on this build. Right, back at the surface. Now we're gonna untarnish our Bell. Songseeker's always getting in the way. Don't worry though, dead in a single hit. Now let's re-roll our Bell and hopefully get crazy slots. There we go, second option. We'll untarnish that, and now we're gonna do what I always do on my maxed out builds, and we're going to corrupt it with a Sinner's Ash. This will make our crazy slots even better. Sadly though, this doesn't look like a good variant, so I'll have to test that, and if it's not good, I'll simply re-roll it. Right, good, let's re-roll. Crazy slots, and time to test it. Right, still nothing good, more bads than goods. Untarnish. And pick crazy slots. Crazy slots. Oh! Wait! Yo, dimensional travel! Wait, I've been on such a bad streak with teleportations and I finally get it on a build that uses crazy slots. I'm actually unsure what to do. Alright, so I let my Discord vote on it and they said to get dimensional travel. Sadly, this means that killing bosses is going to be even harder since crazy slots weapons deal so much more damage. And I'm even going to need to pop another Sinner's Ash on the Bell. But hey, at least it gives us some good viability for traveling in the overworld, and technically more mobility in Layer 2. Not the best trade-off ever, but I guess I'll take it. But hey, this just shows if you want to try to help these progressions out, or see some PvE builds a little bit early on occasion, make sure you join the Discord, like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Anyways, regardless of that, we are going to get rid of a rare talent with Shrine of Unification, because I got more than we needed. So I'll do that to pick up a random mantra, and now we're going to need to go divide the mantra back at Hive. Luckily, we can get there pretty fast with Kamui. Here we are, popping a Moonzite home to receive some max knowledge. This will just mean we can use the shrines as much as we need. Alright, I'll divide up Burning Servants to get ready or not, and Spinning Swordsman. I mean, we wanted Ready or Not already, so not that bad. Anyways, now we've got to go use Shrine of Chance yet again. Here we are. Let's reroll some cards. Condition Runner, perfect. We have Wyvern's Claw. Let's just use Triumph of Dwelling because we need to start Mysticking for the rest. And I actually need to check what we're missing. Nothing we need here, might as well take full reset, I guess. Alright, there we go. Finally got Armor Conserver. That took way too much knowledge, and now we are basically completely out. Okay, so we'll go and start Mantra Quest, and luckily we can do it pretty quick. Oh, that was unfortunate. Okay, at Eatris, let's talk to the guard, talk to the guy inside, and then we can just make our way back to Vigils and Kamui. Gale Leap is very good for navigating the Kamui terrain, since there's so many ledges to Gale Leap off. Just another reason why Gale is such a great quality of life achievement. Alright, here we are. We are on top of a tree, but at least we're at Isle of Vigils. Alright, there is the second part of Mantra Quest. Now, out of this, we are hoping to get Gale Lunge, since that is a very key mantra that we are still missing. Let's just go to the Mystic and guarantee 1-star Gale mantras. Now, if I also go unequip something in our combat mantra slot, which is already done, we should get Gale Lunge. Alright, never mind, guess we've got to go to Miniaturiza and do some more rerolls with Shrine of Temptation. Here we are. Let's reroll Fireforge, we don't want that. And there we go, Gale Lunge on the first card hand. Okay, so right now we are out of knowledge and still need a whole lot. Right now we're completely out of knowledge, but we still need more mantras to get. So, I'm just gonna do the most me thing ever and use a Moonzai Tome. Hear me out, it's quicker than grinding 20 knowledge manually, and I just want to get all the mantras we need right now. It'll pay off in the long term, most likely. Right, so right now we are going for Glacial Arc, which gives us a ton of mobility in Layer 2, allowing us to traverse vertical spaces very easily. So goodbye Gale Punch, and there we go, Glacial Arc. That should be the last major thing we need for now, although I'll likely change my mind in the future. Let's level that up to level 5, I don't think this does anything, and we'll level up our Gale mantras. As you can see, they're reduced in level. Anyways, we are back in Layer 2. Let's once again do a run and just see how much better this build is now that we've gotten significantly better stuff. Alright, we'll start ice skating through the wind. We are unfortunately not wearing any sort of ether kit, nor do we have Pleatski's Will, so we are not going to have enough ether to make it to Bonekeeper. If you're going to use this build for Layer 2, make sure you have a lot of ether or the Pleatski's Will quest talent. While it doesn't slow me down a lot, 2 ice skates to get to Bonekeeper instead of 1 is a huge deal. Alright, let's just Wind Passage over and try to kill him. Alright, wrong side. And already dead. Damn, that's pretty fast. Yeah, this build is already getting a lot stronger. Turn on Generator. Now we're just gonna Gale Leap across here and head to Furfire. Alright, got combat tagged. And the unfortunate part is the wind gives you a minute combat timer, which is way too long. For reference, a Bonekeeper and a Bounder only give you a timer for like 30 seconds. So I have no clue what makes wind that much more dangerous. It's mainly annoying because it reduces our ether regen, which is pretty vital on a build where we use so many mobility mantras. Anyways, Wind Passage across here, and now we're going to spawn Bounders by going to this little out of bounds spot. We can reach it really easily because of our new double jump. Spark Swap the Bonekeeper. Now we just need to place our Glacial Arc and Gale Lunge up. Right, we missed it, so we didn't get as far up as we needed to. But I can jump on this pillar and climb up here. It's a little bit slower than what Glacial Arc would have gotten us, but that's fine considering we're still practicing against Chaser. Right, now for the hardest part of the build, we've got to start fighting Chaser. This is going to be a very steep learning curve for us. Missed the ice cubes. It's a huge deal because that's less chain stacks for the actual fight. Autos, Hot Flame Within, Static Withdraw. Got hit by that. And of course he does a Sealing attack. It's actually the most annoying attack in the game. I really wish they would remove it. Try to get damage off. Alright, it looks like we're not gripping him already, which is the ideal goal of this build. Alright, voiceover skipper gripper here. Some fans decided to carry me in the Diluvian, which was really nice of them. Doing this essentially let me get some spare armor needles and Titanite. Essentially what they did is they allowed me to stay in the call the entire time, spawned in menu, while they cleared the Diluvian. So huge thanks to them. The good thing is they were all running my Dragon King build, which was very cool to see. As soon as they got to the end of wave 50, where basically nothing was, I spawned in. That actually got me a bunch of knowledge, and they were nice enough to let me grab some of the loot from the chest. So at the end I spawned in, and this is how Godslayer V5 technically cleared the Diluvian multiple times. I mean, for real though, this build is not meant for the Diluvian, but it's just kind of funny to see that I actually did clear the Diluvian. I just grabbed a bunch of spare Titanite schematics in case I needed them in the future. It's a very hard armor schematic to get, and it's pretty strong. Anyways, I almost wiped while doing these Diluvians because I accidentally emerged at the top of depths. I tried to reset, but luckily I managed to get free. Very close call for V5, because this video wouldn't have happened if I wiped. Alright, anyways, back to your normal progression. Now I've equipped a full ether kit, so it'll essentially just make using ice skates in layer 2 significantly easier for us. As you can see, our total ether is completely insane. I'm just going to get the Pleatsky's Will talent from Etris, just so we can eat Umbral between ice skates to not run out of ether. There we go. I'll say sure. And I have some spare Dying Embers on me, so I can just hand them into him. And there's the talent. That is going to help us a whole lot in our layer 2 runs. Let's also grab some Murburgers, just because they buff M1 damage by a little bit. Alright, so now we need to just one cycle Grip Chaser. Alright, nice. This might be the run. Alright, we definitely one cycled him, but not a one cycle grip. Okay, so it kind of occurred to me that at the pace we're going at, we are not going to be able to one cycle Grip Chaser with all the restrictions that we're under. So I am going to do absolutely everything I can think of to marginally increase our damage. The first is just going to be modifying my mantras. Then I'm going to change out Astral Wind for something else. Still not it. Nope. Oh! Wait, a health pact! Wait! Come on, burn to death, burn to death! Yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh, we got everything perfect! The thing is, I even missed the spine cutter! Oh, finally! I am so pleased with that. One cycle Grip Chaser. No Chain of Perfection stacks. No crazy slots. This is the best PVE build in the game. And I think I'm gonna call this relatively long progression here. I achieved absolutely everything I wanted to in this Godslayer V5 progression. I maxed the build out, I killed Ferryman really fast, but most importantly, I managed to one cycle Grip Chaser without building chain stacks or without using crazy slots. So basically 150% less damage than what I could have achieved had I used those things. And I think that goes to show you just how strong this PvE build is. After watching this prog, make sure you check out the showcase that'll actually show off how to make this build and how to actually use it. Like, subscribe, join the Discord, check out some more PvE content, and I'll see you all next time.